Hey, my name's Brian, and I want to talk to you about the Jackhammer Vibrating Jig from Z-Man. So this kind of quickly became the staple vibrating jig that the pros use, that many of the prominent bass fishermen use. Often, if they're not sponsored by Z-Man, they'll talk about it as though they're talking about just a vibrating jig. Well, I'll tell you which one it is. It's this one. It's the Z-Man Jackhammer. My favorite size in this are the 3/8 ounce and the 1/2 ounce. This one's brand new. It still has its protector on the hook there to keep me a little safer and to keep the hook sharp. The way that you will want to fish this, if you haven't fished one before, is that when you cast it out there, you'll feel the vibration in your rod. It'll just go through the water. Almost like a buzz bait, right? But this one's subsurface. And my inclination was to fish it that way, right? Like to keep it moving, fish it like a crankbait, and you will catch fat fish doing that. But some days you should try to fish this like a jig. Drag it on the bottom and then allow that blade to be an accent so that when you do move it, it adds a little bit more vibration. But fishing this on the bottom is a deadly way to catch fish. This bait shines for me in the pre-spawn and in the post-spawn. So right after they're done spawning, I really like to fish this too up against cover. You can slide it around docks, you can slide it through some wood. This is a great bait to do that. A couple different trailers that I like to use. This one I've got rigged up with a blade minnow that's made by Strike King. I really like that profile. It's pretty subtle. And this jackhammer I've got with the Zacco, which is made by Gary Yamamoto. So that one's in a green pumpkin size as well, which that gives it a little bit added size and structure and beef. So I do like to put that on the 1/2 ounce size for a little added profile. Now, one thing that I do like to put on as a trailer, which I can't store that way, is an Alax Tech minnow. So this Baby Z2 from Strike King is great for that. I add a little bit of super glue, and these suckers are durable. You can fish a vibrating jig, a chatterbait with a Baby Z2 on it for a long time before having to replace the plastic. And when you're out fishing, not having to replace the plastics on your trailers adds more casts and more fish in your boat. So check it out, the Jackhammer. It's a great vibrating jig. You should have at least a couple in your tackle box.